Okay, man, I talked about this for a while. Should Blizzard release a fresh TBC WoW server? I made my point on it. Like, I don't know what Guide is gonna say
Should
about
Blizzard
it.
release a fresh Burning Crusade anniversary server? That's the question I'll try
Oh,
to
he did a
answer by
poll.
covering many
I think I
different
also
topics
did a
in this
poll.
video, such as the good and negative things about such a server, but also what changes they might need to introduce to increase the chance of it being a successful experience. The first topic is going to be about the economy. When everyone starts all over with 0 gold, then things on the auction house also won't be expensive for a long time. Another benefit is that when you're questing or selling things to a vendor, you should be making yourself a decent amount of gold per hour, enough to also get yourself new upgrades on the auction house.
I mean, don't get me wrong, like, yeah, sure, like, you start off and there's no inflation, but that lasts like 2 weeks. Like, that's my entire take on Fresh, honestly. Like, if they do TBC Fresh, I will do it. I will play TBC Fresh. I love Fresh. Fresh is always fun. But in 2 weeks, it turns into the same thing, you know?
On the current Classic Anniversary servers, the inflation is so high, and there isn't really many ways to be making a decent amount of...
Yeah, but like, the inflation is gonna be hard. Is gonna be high no matter what, right? Like, the gold farms, like the mage is doing a single pull and pulling all of LBRS and Sunken Temple and whatever, like that's what's causing the inflation, and obviously the bots, mainly the bots. Like, if they do a fresh, it's gonna be full of bots because they know like that's when everybody's bot ass naked. Like, people swipe when it's fresh, so like when an expansion drops is when everybody swipes. If you go to mob, right, like my Arkin mob where I made 24 tokens, right? I got my 24 tokens in like 2 weeks because the price of tokens was super low because everybody was swiping. When an expansion drops, that's when everybody swipes. So like the bots are gonna be even worse in Fresh. I got no doubt. Like, I don't think the economy is much of an argument. Sure, yeah, the first 2 weeks, yeah.
Of gold every single hour.
It's gonna be the same.
Unless you're playing a class capable of boosting other people.
You know what it's like? You know what it's like? You know, for my Turkish brothers, Argentine brothers, you know, like every couple of years they take a zero off the currency, and in 2 years it's worthless again. You know, that's how it, like, it doesn't do shit.
In dungeons. What about the negative things? Well, there's usually way more bots on a fresh server, as this is where there's a potential to also be making a lot of real life money. It's also going to be more difficult to get your epic flying mount, as there's not a high inflation, so selling things on the auction house won't be making us a lot of gold. This is just one out of many reasons for why more people would probably also be tempted to buy gold, and why we might also end up seeing more bots in the game. Moving on to the next topic, guilds and communities. Some of the current anniversary guilds will either lose a lot of members or in worst case end up disbanding if they introduce a new server. We have seen this before when they introduced the fresh Wrath of the Lich King servers, and back then it had a negative impact. Not just because of this, but because of many things I'll be covering later in this video. The good thing is that many guilds will also start on a new server, which will give you as a player a higher chance to also find someone to either enjoy the game with or be a part of a new team where you will eventually be able to raid.
Like, don't get me wrong, if we don't get TBC Fresh, that's not gonna be a huge deal. But like the feeling of like, so a server just dropped and everybody's rushing to 60 and all that stuff, like that's what I like, right? Like, everything is popping, everybody's farming dungeons, everybody's doing all that stuff. Like, sure, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people leveling in the pre-patch, but that's gonna be paladins and shamans, right? So it's different. It's not the same. Like, a fresh server gets everybody in on board, and I will be selfish here for a second. Are you gonna hate me if I say this? Like, Fresh is great for content. People love watching Fresh stuff. I don't know what to say. You know, you wanna like be mad at me for trying to make content. I get it. Should they balance the game around content? Should they make game decisions to make it easier for streamers? No, that's not what I mean, right? But there is nothing I would like more than a Fresh to drop. 100%. You know, like, that's just me saying it.
Most of those raid spots are, for example, already covered on the current servers, and I believe most average guilds has already decided who is supposed to swap either into a Blood Elf Paladin or a Draenei Shaman. This is where a fresh server would probably also increase your chance of getting such a raid spot. This also brings us on to the next thing, leveling. You will get to enjoy classic content once more, but with the new improved Burning Crusade talents, Better leveling, as some elite quests can now be soloed, mounts being learnable at level 30 with a price reduction, faster leveling
that's not
as the
fun.
experience you'll need
Leveling
for some levels
sucks.
has been reduced,
Making
and also
leveling easier
quests
doesn't make it
rewarding
any
you more
better.
experience.
It
And not
just
to forget,
transparently
many people
just makes
to
it more of
level
a
with
chore
as
in some
Draenei
way.
or
Like
Blood Elf, as all other characters.
leveling 85 to 90 to me, I kid you not, it was like more of a chore than leveling to 60 on Era. Like sure, I was playing a mage, so that I was AoEing everything down, but yeah. Like when you make leveling easier, it doesn't really make it more fun. I never hid my disdain for leveling. I hate leveling. I don't think it's like the real part of the game at all. Hate on me all that you want. Redditors level 20 in the Barrens. I don't care. You know, Cargos in the chat. You can say it. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care about this.
Starting at level 1. There will also be a high amount of low-level dungeon groups, which wouldn't be the case on the current anniversary server. There will be no dungeon boost, which will promote team play, which is
there will be no dungeon boost, he says. The innocence of this man.
Relive the moments
oh,
where you're
God
getting
bless
your
you,
first
guys,
gold,
MMO.
a pair of shoulders or headpiece, a rare or epic weapon, and also your first mount. These things feels like a big...
Like, fun story actually. There is probably a video, I don't want to pull it up. The Fresh Anniversary Vanilla, right? I was farming Scarlet Monastery on my warrior, and I get a Staff of Dawn. Instant 500 gold. This was 4 weeks into the launch of the server, maybe 5 days, 6 days, something like that. It was like the first week of the launch. With my 500 gold, I already could use that gold to get boosted. Not even the second week of the server. So I got boosted from like 40 to 50 pretty much in Maraudon for free with that stuff I got. People are gonna be boosting. It doesn't matter if it's fresh. Like, a paladin can boost Bodas naked. There is zero technicality on it. There is zero knowledge on it. 100% you can boost Bodas naked. Yeah, like, it's gonna be even worse in that sense. I don't care. I hate leveling. I think that's great. I'm gonna be boosting myself. I'm gonna be a booster myself, I mean. I am leveling a paladin. But yeah.
Achievement to some of us, me included. This is also exactly why so many people are enjoying a fresh start. What about the negative things? Well, some of you were probably just looking forward to head into Outland and get to 70. Now you gotta do classic content once more, at least from level 1 to 58. What I'm also afraid of is faction imbalance. Horde has
what's up,
slightly
Mincy?
better racials in the Burning Crusade compared to the Alliance.
Fix
And if
Night
more
Slayer
people end up
Seko.
ruling Horde,
I was just talking about it, you know, like, all the bots are gonna flock LFG. Yeah, I was saying that, right? Like, don't get me wrong, Mincy. I would play Fresh if there was Fresh. Because I think it's great for content and people love it and I think it's fun. Hate on me all you want. But if they do a Fresh, all the bots are gonna go to Fresh. That's where people are gonna swipe. Let's be real. Oh my god, chat is blowing up the second I mention Fresh. What's going on here? Fresh. Damn.
and it could also cause a
They were
faction
They
imbalance,
came out from
which is
the
bad
rocks.
if it's going to be a PvP server, but also if you're looking for raid as an alliance, as it's going to be way more difficult for you to assemble a party or a raid. I guess this is also the perfect time for me to swap to the next topic, PvE content. The Burning Crusade will be so much more difficult when you're not going to bring your insane epic items into the expansion. I'm talking about raid items from Next Rammus, AQ and Blackwing Lair, as this gear will most likely not be replaced until you start doing level 70 heroics, the new raids, or crafting epic items with your professions. Everything will also feel way more rewarding, especially
like,
because the content...
realistically speaking, unless you're in a serious guild, I know Mince is in a serious guild, how many tier 3 warriors are you gonna encounter, right? Because, like, I did a video on, like, warriors, that's the class I know the gear of, but, like, I'm sure it's like the same on mages and whatever. There's like 4 really good items from Nax Ramas that go into TBC. Aside from the very early heroic grind, I don't think it's gonna make that big a difference. Like, contrary to popular belief, Thunder Fury is not good in TBC. You got the Bash of the Swarm Guard, I guess that's good. You got the Kiss of the Spider, that's really good. And there is not that much more. Like, the weapons are trash. Like, blue weapons from level 68 are better than Nax weapons. And if you're Horde, it's not even gonna matter, because if you're doing anything serious, dungeons, heroics, you're taking a prot pally every time. Like, if you don't suck, and if you can choose, right? If you can help it. You take a Proc Paladin every single time and they are gonna be bodas naked. Kiss is only good for bear? Yeah, it is beaten by the Bash trinket, but it's like, let me pull it up. It's like almost the same item. I know the Bash is better. Slayers, which one is the trinket that gives you attack power? It's not Kiss of the Spider, it's the other one. In my mind, I've been calling it Kiss of the Spider the entire time, Mincy. Okay, here you go. So, Slayer's Crest is 260 attack power and 64 attack power passive. This is the one from Naxxramas. And this is the one you get in TBC from spending a crap ton of coins, 41 badges. So you gotta do a lot of heroics, and you could spend these badges elsewhere, right? So like this is the best in slot trinket for melees, 72 attack power, 278 instead of 260. So it is literally like what? 14 more attack power? I mixed it up with Kiss of the Spider. It is the same freaking item. You could get like a Slayer's Crest and a Bloodlust Brooch, and like you would mix in just fine in tier 4. Like you would think that guy has good gear. But that's about it though. Like there is no big items, like especially weapons. The Nax weapons are trash in TBC. I don't know how it was in like actual TBC back in the day, but in Classic, the threat bonus from the Thunder Fury effect is gone. There you go, patch 20.10. This is the one I was talking about. The threat generated from the proc has been substantially reduced. The threat generation from a proc of Thunder Fury has been previously equivalent to that of one Thunder Armor for a level 60 warrior. So like, they nerfed Thunder Fury in TBC. You're saying it still worked in TBC? Like, the debuff worked, I know that, but like the threat got nerfed to hell. That's what I'm trying to say. I feel like derailed the conversation too much, I'm sorry. But yeah, like, there is not that many vanilla items that are huge in TBC. They did a pretty good job of resetting the items. There is a few. If you get a Slayer's Crest, if you get a Kiss of the Spider, if you get a Badge of the Swarm Guard, you're gonna be pretty happy, but yeah. Oh, funnily enough, actually, what is it? Tier 2 Shamans. Don't tell me the raid is starting. My group just broke down? Oh, the guy just went offline. What an ass. Well, I guess we're not doing Solgor up today. I was so happy. I think it was the tier 2 set. I might be wrong here. Yes, 30% extra heal on chain heal. This is unironically best pre-raid best in slot in TBC. Unironically. Like 30% on the 2 bounces of chain heal is huge. So yeah, there is some items in vanilla that are really good, but like, it's not gonna be a big deal.
Going to be a bit more of a challenge, but also a lot more fun to do, as you will be getting upgrades on your way to max level. And I gotta admit, back in 2021, I went into Outland on my mage with the best possible gear, and I never got an upgrade until I reached max level. Therefore, I also didn't have a lot of fun when I were leveling up, as I did most of the dungeons at least 3 times, many different quests, and all I were rewarded were items that I couldn't use, so I wintered these, some gold, and a bit of experience. Therefore, I also had to get to max level before it felt way more exciting to get a new item, which is something that will constantly happen on a first server, as you're getting new upgrades all the time, and these upgrades will have a huge impact on your character.
Imagine blasting to max level for fun. Well, it is, it helps. TBC leveling is super fun, and I very rarely level in dungeons in TBC. It's very different from when I level in vanilla. In vanilla, I level pretty much on like dungeons straight up to 60 every time if I got the choice. But in TBC, there is so much to do outside. You can touch grass in Negrand because you got the Mag-Har reputation or the Kurenai reputation for the Talbok. I almost always go for the Talbok before I hit 70. I sit on the Ogre's things for like a day. I shit you not. Then you got, let's see, you got the Sporegar shield, Sporegar reputation. If I'm playing a Paladin, I will be playing a Paladin. I am gonna be farming that thing all the way. That's like a full level I do on that. And there is a bunch of other reputations you can work on while you're leveling in TBC. Very different from vanilla. There is not a lot you can do in vanilla for pre-raid best in slot until you're like 57, 58 LBRS, that stuff. In TBC you can be working on reputations outside. Like, there is no reason to do dungeons until you're 70. More often than not, I just try to like get revered. Actually, it's revered early on, then they move it to honored.
Character's performance. The downside is that it will be more difficult for you to compete for World's First level 70.
Wait, means you played with Guide? You played with this guy in TBC? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Sit down. Sit down. Okay, let's see. I'll call you. Tell me all about it. Sit down in my lap.
Yeah, he's good. He's good people. It's like his expansion too. Like he actually like really plays into that expansion.
It must have sucked being out of TBC for 3 years.
Well, I mean, played private servers. Like,
Yeah.
That's all we did. To be fair, that's what we were doing before Fresh was announced, like Anniversary. Like a lot of us, we were all playing that.
I wish we could legally just play TBC, but like I cannot do it.
We had like a group of dudes. So this was like a content guild, like streamer guild. Scott and all of us, like we all did content together. Like Quag's Eye had dropped in one of our runs, and I already had it. And there was like a warlock in guild that was like very interesting. I'll say that. And he didn't have Quag's Eye.
For everybody that's just listening and cannot see, Quack Mirran's Eye is like the best caster trinket in the game for like 2 tiers. It's like Dragon Spine Trophy but for casters. It is insane. Oh, Sabbath dude, you were there too? God damn, bro. Everybody's here. The world is very
Scott
small.
from the hit YouTube channel? Yeah, okay. So there was a ton of drama. Basically, we had a group of 4 friends, right? And 2 of the friends were in this run. Myself, I don't know who was tanking. It was a random, and then we had a random DPS. Well, the random DPS messages Fake Cutie. At the time, that was his name, not Guide. And they said, hey, I'll give you 2K for the or something like that. It was an anonymous amount of gold. I'll buy the trinket, basically, from you. Yeah? Well, he posted that he sold it in the Discord to somebody. He's like, dude, somebody bought that Quag's Eye. And the Warlock went fucking psycho, dude. Like, absolutely fucking,
so
like, as if he was a warrior in classic main
character. The trinket
character.
drops, and they sell it.
He didn't purposely sell it, though. That's the thing. Like, the guy messaged him and said, hey, yo, if you could you, would you sell it? And Guide's like, I mean, it's not really biz for me. So, like, yeah, fuck it. Why not? How much? And he goes, like, 2 to 3K or something. So that all happens. That whole debacle happens. And basically, because he sold it for 2K, and then Scott took Fake Cutie's side, like, guys, it's a fucking trinket. We can help you go get it. Like, yada, yada. He just, like, fucking lost it. So we ended up losing 4 people in the guild because Guide sold the, got whispered and sold a fucking trinket.
I would sell it.
That's what that's
Yeah.
what all of the officers, like, we were all rationally thinking, like, all right, you can chill the fuck out. Like, yeah, it sucks that, like, 4 people left the guild, like, immediately. 4 people. We lost our best healer, our second best healer, our best druid healer. We lost a, like, 3rd best warlock, 2nd best warlock. He was just behind me. He wasn't that great, and I wasn't that great.
And you're telling me this was first week?
2nd week. Yeah, oof. 2nd week. I think we had done, like, 2 to 3 raids, and it, like, blew up. And one of the officers was like, guys, just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Like, it's fine. And he's like, nah, dude, you're trying to silence us, man. And it's just like, it turned into this massive drama. Scotty made a YouTube video about the drama.
I don't remember that.
1 second, one of the guys wants to see my SR gear.
I was gonna join a Solgorov and it broke down, man. I am stranded now. You know, one thing I could do is try to do Solgorov now that I'm 60, but I really need gear. I gotta try at night. I don't like streaming at night, right? Like, I
like mornings.
Yeah, like...
Genuinely. Like, before server reset today, I enjoyed my stream because it was a bunch of like-minded people. I'm guessing it was a bunch of Greek Warriors, like, viewers.
It's the best in slot time.
GDKP. We were just getting into the GDKP talk and how, like, fucking Blizzard just doesn't like to let us play the game.
I mean, like, the reason that Greek Warrior blew us up is, like, because a lot of people think the same he thinks, you know? Like, like, if everybody didn't agree, like, they wouldn't watch him, right? Well, I know your little group. You all love TBC. Like, you play every server. I didn't know he was part of that group. Like, I know Scott is a TBC fiend. Don't get me wrong, I love TBC, but I don't go every fresh. I haven't played TBC since 2020, honestly.
I don't know what it is lately, but it's like, if it's not some weird plus server, they're not about it anymore.
I mean, Endless quality of life. I played Endless too. That was the last TBC server I did. what was it, 2021? But like the quality of life in that shit was so good. I don't know if I could go back to like, basically, if you never seen that server before back in the day, if you wiped, you would hit a button and your entire raid would get rest on the spot. There were other like small tweaks like that, but that was the big one. Like there was like instant wipe restoration. That shit was so awesome. Like progging Lady Bash without that shit, I don't know if I can do it, man.
It's gonna be even better when people cry and whine about the Lust meta swapping, and then it's gonna be 5 to 6 weeks of Lady Vosh.
Yeah, I think they are gonna put the sated buff in TBC, man. I hate to say it, but I think they're gonna do it. I mean, that's not the bad one.
No, I agree. It's probably one of the better, lesser of all the evils, and it's probably the one that actually makes sense.
Here's what I'm really afraid of.
Problem?
Raid-wide Lust. I think they wanna do it.
Yeah, raid-wide Lust is
That's gonna
retarded,
fuck up the
it
meta
doesn't do
so
anything
bad.
for your group comp. It doesn't fuck your group comp at all. You literally would only, quote, drop a shaman for a shadow priest. That's it. You still need 4 or 5 shaman.
Well, yeah, but it still sucks though. I think that's like a huge part of the thing just gone. Like putting like a healer group and a DPS group and like timing loss differently depending on your needs. Like I like that little mechanic. I don't think it should be like perfect. Like that's a huge part of TBC's identity that would be gone. Like
Yeah,
I don't think all the jank
they
should be
do
gone.
a group lust. It's got to be a group sated.
Yeah.
Raid wide lust is bad because there is times where you would lust casters only and not melee. So if you did raid wide lust, you are effectively making all the melee will bitch and complain. I'm calling it now. Like, see, the people that like ask for raid wide luster, like Evan, who don't play the game and don't understand the fights, but will try to make guides for the fights and be like, yeah, raid wide lust needs to be a thing. And it's like, no, that's bad. It needs to be sated group, if anything. That's the problem. Too many people are trying to chime in because they want their fucking 5 seconds of fame. But realistically, it's going to end up fucking TBC up.
Okay, so like let me explain for the people that never played TBC. You got your raid, right? And sated debuff doesn't exist. I gotta invite a random person into the group here. Who can I invite? Are you online? So like back in TBC there was no sated debuff that came out in Rato de Lich King. Like if you lost, like you get a debuff that you cannot get lost for like what, 15 minutes? So what you would do, because there wasn't any limit, you would have like your group of pumpers here, like 4 warlocks, whatever you want to have here. And you would manually drag a shaman, put him right here, pop lost, pull him out, pull another shaman in that group, pop it again, and so on and so. So you would have like your best pumpers with lost the entire fight. Back in private servers, there was even an add-on that could do it automatically, and they broke it for TBC Classic. Like, I agree.
I don't remember I know there was a thing.
I agree that thing was cringe. Like if they get rid of that, like I will not be too mad. But raid-wide Lost is gonna be cancer, and I already hear people saying that they want raid-wide Lost. I agree with you 100%. That shit is cancer.
I'm like 99% sure what there used to be. There was the 26th man, and that's who did it. Someone that was watching on Discord as the 26th man, and that's why some raid comps, like Alondo's raid comps, if you ever watch any of his TBC videos, there'll be an extra person, and yeah.
Like there was this add-on. I don't remember the name.
He won't even be in the raid. He will be in the Discord physically swapping people in and out. You can, as long as you're in the raid, doesn't matter. You don't even need to be in even the continent. You just have to be in the party, and you can do swapping with the. So like, that's what you'll have. You'll have 26 men.
And like the parsing meta is gonna be so cancer because of that. Because like you're competing with a guy that got 3 lost in a fight, right? Like warlock parses are gonna be so distorted.
Let me say this: like, if you're not triple lusting the warlocks on Lady Vosh, like Jerome is saying, you're not killing Lady Vosh for the first month minimum. Like genuinely, the average person is never killing Lady Vosh, most likely.
That may very well be.
That's why the whole like meta of like multi-lusting isn't just for parsing. It is also for the fact that the content is actually a step up from Classic. You have to do mechanics. You meet DPS checks. People that say there isn't DPS checks, again, do not understand the game.
Try killing the ads in Macteridon, Nadi. Yeah, like try doing the fucking infernal
Bosch
face
is probably
on Maggie.
the biggest DPS check in before Illidan.
Like Macteridon is a check of like, did you stack warlocks or not? That's like the check. It's not even a DPS check. You know, like you need fucking AOE.
I remember in the beta, when we were doing Magtheridon. Dude, Method, a retail guild couldn't even do Magtheridon. It took 25 private server players to pull it off.
Yeah,
I don't know if you remember
Magtheridon is
that.
really hard, especially like if
Method couldn't even do it.
you remember Atlantis, they actually buffed Magtheridon for some reason. It wasn't rare for people for
Tarazan
guilds.
Atlantis, right?
Yeah, it
That's what it
wasn't
was, Tarazan?
rare
Yeah, I played that
for
server.
people to clear tier 5
2020.
and not farm Magtheridon. And like, you know what? If that's what it causes, like doing the Sated buff, I can live with that. Like not killing Bash. Let's be honest. Like most guilds are not gonna kill Bash. I am not even gonna try. Like,
I mean, you say most guilds won't kill Vash. They will. People, the content's been out for fucking years. People know what to do. But again, it just requires the right command of like the chain of events to happen. I think Raid Wide Lust, again, bad. Sated, Group Lust, okay. But as Jerome says, if we go that route, we need nerfs. Sorry, my dogs are barking.
if it were up to me, I wouldn't change anything, but I can live with Sated. I cannot live with Raid Wide Lust. That's it. That's my 20 cents. Okay, so here's how the add-on worked back in the private servers. You had a macro, and the add-on would modify the macro as you put the inputs on it. So you would press a button in your bars and it would automatically move the shamans perfectly. That's how it worked. I don't remember the name of the add-on. It only worked in like the old client from private servers. Doesn't work in classic TBC. I would not hate the Sated buff, honestly. Okay, what else he's saying?
The next thing I will cover is server transfers. Obviously, it shouldn't be possible to transfer to a fresh server, but what about the possibility?
Okay, I'll say this. Like, if they do a fresh, they gotta promise that when the server goes down, they are gonna let you transfer to the main server. Because it is gonna die in a month. Or 2 months. Let's be honest, it will die in a month. But if we say ahead of time, we're gonna have fresh, and after a month you can go to Night Slayer or Dreamside. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, why do we hate on that?
To transfer away.
Let's talk about
The good
something
thing
that
is
you
that
haven't
if you
really talked
regret
about.
starting,
Maladath,
then
bro. The Australian server. That
Is it
server is
still
in
open?
absolute shambles. Yeah.
Can they transfer
Are they
out?
going to... No, at the moment they can't.
Oh, that sucks. I mean, I kinda get it. If they let you transfer out, Australia would be dead.
Yeah, but the server is dead. Like, so, like, for example, one of the guys that comes in normally, like, towards the morning or, like late night for me. Obviously, it's Aussie times. He goes, bro, if I get a character to 60, I literally can't even get Prebis to get into the raids because there's nobody playing. Like, if you're not in a guild that's super active,
It happened in Sol, right?
like, I don't know.
Like, they had to shut them down eventually, or like merge them all into one, and even then it was ass. I don't know any Australian streamer. Like, do you know any? Like, I know the Countdown to Classic guy, and that's it.
Well, I mean, I know, like, people that play the game that are Australian that play on that server. And
Oh,
they're,
yeah,
like, yeah. Not, like, content creator specific, I guess. Like, the one, like, not someone that does YouTube as well, right? But I definitely know a bunch of, like, people that play on Maladath, but also play on Night Slayer just because they can't fucking do anything on Maladath anymore.
I mean, like,
So,
maybe
like,
they
that
are
just-
closer time-wise to, like, Asia. Do they play in one of those? Taiwan, maybe?
I think
Could
it's,
be.
I don't know what ping. I think ping is better West Coast for them than it is EU.
Definitely. Easily.
I could be wrong, but yeah. I'm pretty
Like-
sure one of my buddies had like 300 ping on EU. Yeah. It's gotta be better.
Ping is better to NA than Taiwan, okay.
Something that like a lot of people also don't talk about is the problem of when Fresh comes around, Blizzard likes to fucking blunder the bag. And when people complain about something, they allow for transfers off, but not transfers on to that new Fresh server. So it effectively just gives people a door to leave, but locks the door to entry. And that's what happened with Thekel. Thekel became a absolute dead space. It was 15, 20, 35K. Like bop, 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 right?
Bop, bop, bop.
Yeah, like it went from like 15 the first day, 25K the next day, and like 35K the next day in like the queue. You know what I mean? Like how long it took for you to get online.
Yeah.
So a lot of people aren't thinking about like if this new fresh server becomes busy, obviously the queues aren't going to be a problem because they updated their queues or whatever. They updated their server load quote or whatever they said. That's why we didn't have queues really for fresh. But I assume it's going to be the same problem of we're going to give them a way to get off when they don't want to be on the fresh server because they want to go back to playing with their friends. And it's money. Like, they get money out of it. It's $15 each time. So this is probably the only reason they would sell people fresh. Like, oh, get away from the Night Slayer economy. And then they're just going to lump them back in with each other like 1 to 2 months down the road. That's exactly what happened with Theckel. We went from being there to then going to Mograine. And it only after the server hit like 3K population did they allow free transfers. Until then, there were no free transfers. It was paid transfers only off.
Yeah, like that's why they will never say it, because like if I were to run it, right, like not thinking about trying to sell transfers, I would like literally say in 3 months, Rain or Shine is gonna get merged. That's what I would do. Like I
think if they like had a clear statement like, yo, you're getting transferred, it just wouldn't make fresh work at all, because people would just be like, nah, what's the point of going to a fresh server?
Do you think
like,
so?
Yes, we like it, right? Because it's content, right? And it's something to do, and it gives us like streaming content or YouTube content for like series and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, I would do it 100%.
The average casual player would never fucking go that route because they have already invested 1+ year currently in this. And the reason why, like, quote even sort of worked in TBC is because people were already fucking like 4 or 5 times gold capped on characters for running GDKP after GDKP.
I don't know, like the economy thing is just like nonsense to me. Like fresh the economy. If the economy is fucked, restarting it is not gonna fix it. The economy is fucked. Yeah, I don't know how layers are gonna work in TBC. There should be less layers because there's another continent.
If anything, I'll say this: if layers aren't 10 to like, not even, that's too low. If there's not 20 layers on launch for TBC, I can tell you one thing: it's going to be in the gutter number wise.
I mean, like, let's be honest. For the greater community, TBC is gonna die in 2 months.
Yeah, I think like after a month or two, it's the same thing. No. I think, well, there's 2 scenarios that could happen, right? You could have the great blow up again. Like, you could have this massive blow up because people haven't played it for 3 years, right? 4 years. But again, people are gonna remember Karazhan is not fucking fun. It's what's fun about Phase 1 TBC is getting your characters leveled to 70. It's getting all of the pre-bis done.
The pre-bis grind is legit the best experience in all of WoW. The TBC pre-bis grind is so good.
Your reps. You need reps on every character. I mean, yeah, the quality of life would be, oh, give them something that does that, but that cuts a massive playback loop out of it. Unfortunately, I was one of those people that were like, yeah, just maybe give something on the vendor for the keys. Nah, if anything, do the sod treatment. Maybe.
No, I wouldn't mess with it at all. I think
maybe do the sod treatment and put 1 crate for like a bunch of dungeons. Not dungeon per crate. Dungeon per crate, bad idea. I would say you could earn up to 1 crate for all your heroics.
A crate of what?
As like a daily quest. So like how Sod, like, you know how like Terracone's gonna be a bitch.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I feel you. That's fine. I would say that's fine.
Don't do what Sod did. Sod fucking flooded the market with bullshit. I would say make 1 daily quest where you have to do every single heroic.
Or you can make it like chance based. Do it in that day, like that's fine. I don't know, 20% chance of dropping, something like that. They can balance it out.
I would just say make it so you have to do like X amount of dungeons, and then you can get it like 15 dungeons.
You know, they could do the.
You can get 1 chest, and you can only get that 1 chest once a week.
Remember the spirit shards?
Similar to that. Yeah, but I don't want a currency. I don't want another currency. I don't want another currency.
But though. That's just something to fill your fucking bags up.
Just make it a quest. It's so simple. Just make it a quest where it's like Q, boss killed. Tick off 1. You don't need more currencies. More currencies are going to confuse players. They don't need all this confusion. There's also a bunch of new players coming into the game.
Yeah, but like that's like the peak TBC. Like when you just hit 70, every day you log in and every day you have something useful and good and important to do to work towards something. Like in vanilla, the previous grind ends pretty early. Like, okay, it doesn't end, but it plateaus, you know? Like you run out of like big stuff to do after the first week.
Yeah, there's not much content to do in vanilla now.
There's like
if you're
4
not
dungeons.
PvPing or you're not making your own content, there's nothing to do. Genuinely.
Yeah. And in TBC, you have like
I would
every
rather watch
reputation.
Jerome getting camped by wood department for 6 hours than watch a person level up ever again. That was probably the best content that was allowed. You really should.
Yeah, that was so
probably
funny.
the best content Anniversary has seen in entirety.
Fun story, I convinced Jerome to stop playing healers. That was my thing. I had to hammer him home over and over and over and over because he was like...
And then we had 20 Paladin raids.
yeah.
20 Paladin BWLs.
But like Jerome always played a priest, and he was like, oh man, if I play a priest, every streamer that's online, they always need a healer, you know, it's like easy collabs, easy content. And I was like, bro, nobody wants to see a healer. Like, sure, yeah, you're gonna be raiding with Soda, but people don't want to see you pressing healing. They want to see Soda die into his hunter or whatever. Playing healers is really boring content. I mean, even a mage is really boring to watch. I say that. You know, like a warrior is always way more fun to watch in vanilla.
Yeah, especially if they like have all the bells and whistles on their fucking character and shit.
The best POV to watch is tank every time, you know. Everything you do is super impactful. That's the streaming steroids right there. I
was watching a tank. This was like early this morning. I'm not going to say his name because I felt bad. As soon as I like literally log in, I watch him do his raid. And the first thing, he puts his BRE on. He smacks a rat for rage. He's got full world buffs. He's ready to go. Patchwork. 1, 2, dead. Dead. Immediately dead.
No more buffs.
No more buffs. DMF gone. Back to Yojamba.
That sucks.
He had like THC and everything. Like, dude was
Wait. You're telling me he swapped to a two-hander so he could hit the rat and get double the rage?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's
that
what I
level
do.
of autismo.
Do you not do that?
That's gotta
I think
suck.
everyone does that, no? Or like,
I mean, they should. I'm not doing that shit.
That's logical.
I'm not doing that shit. You do it.
I mean, it takes all of one button flip.
Yeah, sure. You do it. I'm not doing that shit.
Tank heal SR, tank heal SR, tank heal. Oh my god. Everyone's looking for more.
Looking for more. All the loot reserve. You gotta pay me 200 gold to go into the raid. Why don't people want to play anymore?
Why are the healers hard resing cock?
Anniversary is fucked up, man.
I've told you the MC story, haven't I?
Yeah, you mean like Bindings Reserve, Onslaught Girdle Reserve. It was like all the melee loot reserve pretty much.
Dinky, you want to know what's going crazy right now? Is the elemental shamans coming out of the woodwork thinking like they deserve the DPS gear. So they join for all the DPS hit staffs. They all join for the DPS, like the hit cloaks, the hit trinkets. I had an elemental shaman try to like put Nels tier on his shit. And I said, hey, buddy, you can take your SRs off because that's for the guild, 1. And 2, you're an elemental shaman. I hate to put you in your place, but Jesus Christ, go get NAC.
Just go raid. What's up, everybody? We were talking about Fresh in TBC. And I derail the conversation every time. I got a problem with that.
I think I did it as well. I'm pretty
we outdo each other, you know. We're like poison together.
We do.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. Like, do you think they're gonna do GDKPs in TBC?
Do you think they learned their lesson? That it wasn't GDKPs that caused all the turmoil?
Blizzard doesn't quote unquote learn a lesson because that would involve like admitting they did something wrong. And like they proven time and time again they are incapable of doing that. Like how long did it take Eon Hasicostas to admit that Titan Forcing was cancer? 4 expansions?
I mean, yeah, we'll hear about that GDKPs getting removed from the game or a bad thing in Wrath or something.
Yeah.
Or when they do like WoD Classic.
That's how it works, I'm afraid.
I genuinely think they don't give it to us just because they're so stubborn and they think like, if it's not my way, then you're wrong. It's like a very liberal idea base. I don't understand.
Like they have like a very tight vision of And like I blame Reddit for this because like everybody at Blizzard thinks Reddit is a real place. Like Redditors think this way that oh the real only gameplay is sitting in the barrens and right clicking a board. That's the real classic experience. Peak game design. Nothing ever tops that, you know? Like those people are poison, and like they think those people are real, and that's why they banned GDK. Yeah, they think social media is like representative of like every player, and that's not true. Like it's a very particular type of person that goes to Reddit and talks.
Chronically online.
Yes, like and don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean they are always wrong, but like Blizzard legitimately thinks that everybody hates GDKPs because of Reddit. The entire classic team is a streamer orbiter. Like, Cyrene is only doing this shit so he can get streamer clout so he can get out of Blizzard and stream again. I said it. You're gonna see in 2 years he's gonna get canned and that's what's gonna happen. That's exactly what he's doing.
Mean, no one's gonna watch that stream, I can tell you that.
He had some viewers
only
back
people
in the
that
day.
loved Mop. He had like 100.
That's more than me.
Max.
Can you make a living in America with that? Don't think so.
But hear me out. That's when WoW was actually popular, though.
Oh yeah, that was TBC Classic.
Try now. Yeah. That was classic. He had 100. Yeah. Try now when the community is a peanut size. He will be he wouldn't even be able to get partnered right now. Not with all his connections. I'm calling it. He would be less than a 75.
It's really sad, like what his Blizzard tenure did to his image, because I think he came out to Riot, even though he got canned out to Riot for like molding about politics on Twitter too much. Like I think he was pretty beloved in the League of Legends community. I don't know why he came to WoW, honestly. Like the League community loves him. They think he's really good. League casters are very beloved within the community. Like they do stream. They keep it very PG, but like you got like Captain Flowers, that's like one of the more popular ones. He literally does varieties. He's like Silk Song and League and like Warframe, and he got like 200 viewers. I don't know why he came to WoW, honestly.
See, the only people that succeed, Dinky, branching out are the just chatters, because that's what WoW is. It's a chat room. If you can't like branch out of the just chatting scenario and go into just chatting and go into variety, that's just not gonna happen. You're pigeonholed forever into WoW.
That like all the WoW streamers went to politics in the last couple of years?
Well, also it's where the money is, but
I don't think it's that. Like I think it's like an overlap problem.
They also have they also built their own views over the last few years while playing WoW. Like they molded and like put their ideas together while just having 4 years of between COVID and just playing WoW, festering and like being able to develop completed ideas about topics that are very largely talked about. Like it makes no coincidence at all. It's like it makes perfect sense.
I think it's like not even that deep. I think it's like the people that play WoW don't really play other games. And like politics is like, if you're terminally online in WoW, you probably have very strong opinions on politics, whatever the side. You know, like I'm not even talking about like the right wing, like look at Sequel, right? It's both sides.
I mean, there's exceptions, obviously, right, to all sides. But I think genuinely, yeah, you're going to have, I'd say like probably 97% of people that probably like play WoW will never become variety streamers.
I mean, like, would I want to? If WoW was popping off the entire time, I would love playing WoW all fucking day, man.
WoW went into massive decline in TBC. Like the beginning of TBC, pre-patch, basically.
That's the only part that sucks.
Not one reason, but there was all those SA and then the fucking the tit milk dilemma. Like there was a lot of shit that happened. Like genuinely there was a lot of shit that happened, and a lot of people with brains realized, holy shit, this company is actually cancer. The only reason why we're still playing, or most people like myself are still playing, is we have an addiction and we can't shake it. I got away for 2 years to come back for this fresh, and I have more problems like addiction wise than I ever have. Like at least with the game, not with like drugs or anything anymore. If
what
anything,
do you mean,
it was
like
way worse.
addiction,
like I used to do like a bunch of drugs.
Well, I guess that's why I'm playing Meta, right? I crave the game.
Yeah, exactly.
I need
like,
it.
It's an addiction to the game. Like genuinely, it's not addiction. Like it's not oh, I love this game. No, I absolutely fucking hate this game. I just have a crippling addiction. I cannot shake it. Genuinely. Like I lose sleep to play this game. That is what you would call an addiction.
You have that thing where like you stare at the screen for so long that then you close your eyes and you see HP bars moving. You know what I'm talking
I hear
about?
my hand of justice weak aura in my sleep.
Yeah,
The five big
man, I've
boom.
been there. Like
Yep.
2019 classic. Wow, I lost 10 kilos and I'm like 50 kilos, so you can add it up. Yeah, I lost the feeling of hunger. I could not feel hunger. I was so focused on the game when it came out. I was like a crackhead.
It's just like, yeah, the addiction is the only reason. The most of the people that are playing currently right now just have the addiction. It's not that we love the game anymore. It is
I love the game.
genuinely
I
we
do
are
love the
just
game.
addicted.
Like, I lament what it has become, but like, if we could go back, not even to classic 2019, to like 2016 private servers where everybody was dog shit, I think like my happiest time in WoW has been those times when everybody was shit at the game and I feed in. Now everybody knows what they are doing, bro. It sucks. Yeah, like I feel like the more serious I take the game, the less I enjoy it. I would never be like a good raider. That's why I got so burnt out in Anniversary, man. Like the
I think
expectations.
that's part of the reason that I'm burning out is like, yeah, the problem also is like I want to play TVC at a higher level and I won't be able to, I mean, I probably still will be able to do that, right? But there's a undergoing thought in my head that I may not be able to do it if I decide to say, hey guys, I need to take a break. Because there's been a bunch of people that have just like at the beginning of Nax, we did one Nax and they like 15 to 20 people immediately go, yeah, this ain't for me. I'll see you guys in TBC. And it's like, we won't see you in TBC. Sorry, you do not have a raid spot. Like genuinely, they don't have a raid spot.
Well, yeah,
So it's
because the
like,
guild is cutting in
I
half,
mean, now
right?
I could probably take a break because progress is done, right? Like we're not progging anymore. We stopped progging ages ago. Like after week 2, it was like no more progress, right? But they did 1 week, didn't want to prog through SAF and KT. And then next week, everything was one shots anyways, and it was under a 2-hour raid. So it's like we only used one flask, blah, 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 right? They didn't want to do that. And because they didn't want to do that, they lost their TBC spot. Just like that. So it's like, maybe now it's not a big deal, but in the back of my head, it's looming that if I take a break, like GG, no warlock split, no warrior split, no shaman split. And this guild allows me to do that while playing at the highest level at the same time. Like I'm able to maintain high level and make content.
What you mean, allow you to make content?
Like they're fine with me making like content and shit about our runs. Like most guilds will be like, no, you can't
Oh, like that secrecy thing?
like show tech on YouTube or anything. Like
Yeah.
I'd be like, nope. That would be a no. That'd be an instant nope. I would actually probably just never be taken into
What's
the
the
raid
name of that
because they
American
would be
guild that's
worried
kicking
about it.
straight ass this fresh? I don't know if they are still rank 1, but they were rank 1 in Blackwing Lair by far. I remember like it was such a big deal. I made videos on it and like everybody loved them because they were showing the #1 run and like that was so rare at the time.
Yeah, because people like it's frowned upon to show tech and share.
Yeah.
So like if you were the one showing the tech and sharing, like you were the unsung hero.
I wish they would do
That's
like
genuinely
speedrun.com rules where like if you want to be rank 1 you have to show
there
footage.
is there is in TVC they're gonna be having it. Like you have to have a full run.
Thank God, yeah. Like, you remember the splicing logs bullshit? They broke down, by the way, that guild, bricked. They do not exist anymore.
Yeah, I know. I remember you talking to me about it, and I was like, dude, no one cares. Sadly, no one cares, and that's the truth.
Well, but nobody cares because you cannot see it. Like, what's the point of being in a leaderboard if, like, nobody gets to see the run? Like, you work all these months for, like, to get a rank 1 and nobody can appreciate it. Who the fuck cares? You're #1 on
it's real
Warcraft
and
logs.
true, though, right?
Put it on YouTube.
That's...
Like, when I made
think, like,
videos on that
those
run, I got
days
like
are, like,
10,000
over,
views.
too.
Like, people were really interested in it, but like, they never get to see it. Yes, it would
Yeah, I
matter,
guess that's
Sulan.
something.
Like, the speedruns they did for like Blackwing Lair, it was like insane techniques. They were pulling mobs through walls. They were doing like insane shit, like super tricky stuff. Like, it doesn't matter, people want to do it. Nobody wants to do that. Those guys are crazy, but that's the point. It's a spectacle. And like, if you're not making it
That's
a
also
spectacle,
something-
what, sorry?
What Dinky just said. I think that's one thing I enjoy about retail. I have people in cutting edge guilds that I can talk to about strats. Like in Fusion, we're allowed to talk, right? But like if I was an Eternal again and like someone's like, yo, what are you guys doing for this poll? I would be like, I can't talk about it. Like I've talked to some Eternal guys and like we get into these like theory crafting conversations on Discord and like all of a sudden the conversation derails because they can't talk about it. They're like, oh yeah, yeah. They get like real short, and they don't like keep the conversation going anymore because they know it's getting into territory they can't talk about. That's how I know like certain pieces of tech that they like pull off before they pull them off, because I start like talking into an area, almost like prodding at the tech idea, and then week or 2 weeks later I see the run happen, and that's the tech that we were about, like we were on the precipice of getting into. I've been asked a few times like, oh, will you join Eternal, blah blah blah, and it's like I would, but I enjoy this is something else that I like a lot of people should like step back from and like take a breath with WoW. If you don't fucking enjoy the people that you play with, why do you play the game?
You know, like I will go a step forward than that.
That's why
like...
I left Dwarf Lord's guild. Like, respectfully to Dwarf Lord, that's why I left his guild.
No, I feel you, man.
Know a single person. I didn't even get to raid with you either. So it was like I joined Dwarf Lord's guild to not be able to raid with you. And at that time, we had just started like getting along from SOD, right? And then I join, and it's like, I'm not even raiding with you because our raid days aren't fucking the same.
This is a lesson I learned, like you know, and like I guess everybody knows this, but like if you're not hanging out with the people you raided outside of raids, you know, you probably should leave that guild. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, dude, we literally are sitting in Discord until like 2, 3. The other day, Dark Moon Fair was 3 hours late, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
No.
Dark Moon Fair was 3 fucking hours late. I was up until 6 in the fucking morning sitting there with a bunch of my friends in Discord. There were 20 of us in Discord. Literally 20 fucking turbo virgins in Discord. Not obviously we're not all virgins. Half of us were fucking dads, but you know what I mean? Like we're all fucking sitting
maybe you're
in Discord, dude. But you know what I mean? We're all sitting in fucking Discord together. I'm sharing my screen while dead near the fair, so everyone sees that like, okay, it's chilling out, right? Like, oh, we're slowly getting like so and so is slowly leaving, like the Alliance is leaving. All right, Alliance is taking over, so everyone you can res. At one point, we all went to Red Ridge, and we just started killing lobies.
I did for my
I think
own
we killed
guild.
50 lobies at one point in a group. We had like half a raid. We just had to worry about inviting randoms because we didn't want DHKs, because 2 people are like rank 13 and about to finish their 14.
Like back in SOD, I would do like Blackwing Lair with like my stream, and I would call it like the post show. I would like cut the stream off, and we would be like fucking around in Discord for 2 hours. You know, like isn't that the point of WoW? I don't even have social media.
Genuinely.
Yeah, that's why I cannot fucking take the game seriously anymore, man. Like
this is why like I genuinely love, like actually genuinely love where I raid.
That's the most valuable shit ever. You know, like cool people.
Yeah, like I pity the people that can't find what I have. I feel really sorry for them.
Like if that guild was a shitty guild, like if that guild was not getting good times,
I would still stay in this guild if it was a shitty guild, just because. Yeah.
By the way, I heard you got ranked 10 in my X now. What's the secret with that? You're the number 10 warrior out there. What's your secret?
Snowballs.
Oh. Is it? Are you gonna make a video on it? You should make a video on it.
No, I think it's known tech. Maybe it's not widely known tech, but
well, make a video on it anyway. You got ranked 10 in my X now.
Rich got like rank 14 rogue. But that's Vanish. Like, Vanish tech is always OP.
Yeah, but you're a warrior, bro. Nobody cares about rogues. Sorry, rogues.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's respectful. No one does care about rogues.
Rogues don't care about rogues. They just want to raid so they can get PvP, so they can get noobs. Okay, but I feel like derailed this enough, okay? Like, let's close that. Poor guy, the memo. I feel bad. Shout out guy, the memo. I'm gonna put his link, whatever. Do you think we should get TBC Fresh? Like honest, not is the right thing for the game, not like is this or that. Like, do you want TBC Fresh?
Personally, I don't know.
Damn.
I genuinely don't want Fresh, just because I've done so many Freshes. I'm just like burnt of the Fresh vibes. I just want to like play my characters.
Fresh fatigue.
I'd say yeah, it's Fresh fatigue. I genuinely think like the average dad gamer that cries that the game is too time consuming will just buy gold and ruin the economy and everything. That's a great counterpoint. If there's a GDKP, if the Fresh server comes with GDKP, yeah, I will drop it. I'm pretty sure the whole fucking everyone will drop it. and
Yeah.
you'll see how dead the quote mega servers will be. Fresh will be the most popular server.
I wish they would do it. That's what they will never do it. But like they would, like that's the solution that would make
don't have the
everybody
balls.
happy. They don't have the balls.
I'll
But
say
make
it.
a
They don't have
GDKP
the balls.
server and a non-GDKP server. That's it. That would settle it for all. The non-GDKP server
I
would be
genuinely
dead.
think they don't
I
have the
agree with
balls.
that.
If that was the case, holy shit, you'd have people leaving Night Slayer in droves.
Honestly, I want Fresh. I would love Fresh. If I don't get Fresh, I don't care. It's fine. I will still play. But like, I would play Fresh. I love the Fresh experience. That's it. And yes, it is the best for content. Like, people love watching it.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Should they make
I
decisions
agree.
around my stream? No, they should not. But that's my 2 cents. Yeah. That's Mincy, by the way. Mincy, are you gonna stream right now, bro? I gotta raid somebody. I'm hungry. I gotta make dinner, bro.
Jerome just went live. You can raid Jerome.
Oh yeah, Jerome is on his water with wood department. I gotta talk
Yeah,
to
that's the actual content. I'm literally about to do fucking BWL or AQ40 and BWL that everyone's seen for 3 phases now.
Thank you so much, Mincy. Is there anything you wanna plug before I go?
Sorry for like coming on and kind of like stealing your little evening and
That's what people wanna see, though. Thank you so much. We're doing a fresh guild in era, White Main Alliance. You want to get in an easy GDKPs all month we're gonna be doing on that. Join the Discord, check it out, and we're going to 0.